Due to various turns of events, the Euphrates River, which has been a lifeline for countless civilizations, has unexpectedly dried up. But what lies beneath the parched riverbed is an astonishing revelation that'll reshape our understanding of history. So let's find out the discovery under the Euphrates and whether these discoveries or the Euphrates drying up is even a sign of rapture. Let's dive into the video. Here we begin. The Euphrates River, a magnificent Western Asia waterway, flows through Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, merging with the Tigris before reaching the Persian Gulf. It stretches over 1,700 miles and nourishes a vast basin of 190,000 square miles. During spring, increased rainfall and melting runoff cause the water levels to rise, transforming the surroundings into a lush haven. In southeast Turkey, the river winds through mountains, supporting a xeric woodland with unique vegetation. The banks are adorned with plants like roses, plums, pistachios, and oak, while cereal grains such as wheat, rye, and oats thrive in drier areas. Beyond its scenic beauty, the Euphrates River holds immense historical significance. Ancient civilizations flourished along its shores, with cities like Sippar, Nippur, Shurupak, Mari, Ur, and Urkuk reveling in the river's wealth and agricultural nourishment. The earliest recorded mention of the Euphrates River dates back to ancient texts discovered in Shurupak and pre-Sargonic Nippur around the mid-3rd millennium BCE. The river's name, Baranuna, resembles Sippar, hinting at a deep connection between the city and the mighty river. Religiously, the Euphrates River holds intriguing prophecies. In Islam, a hadith predicts unearthing a gold mountain beneath the river before the apocalypse, causing conflicts and loss of lives. Christianity's Book of Revelation mentions the drying up of the Euphrates as a sign of the Second Coming, preparing the way for the kings from the east. Additionally, the river Perath in Genesis 2:14 is identified as the Euphrates. Why is the river drying up? Disturbing reports have surfaced about the Euphrates River drying up. However, recent studies by the University of Arizona have revealed a shocking truth. The river's flow has decreased by over 60% in the past century. This significant decline is mainly due to the construction of dams and irrigation projects in Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. Adding to the confusion, experts are puzzled by an unknown factor that has worsened the situation. The drying of the Euphrates River can be attributed to various causes, including the increase in dams, recurring droughts, flawed water policies, and misuse of water resources. As a result, in Iraq, families who heavily rely on the river face a desperate water shortage. However, the primary reason behind the river's decline is a significant decrease in rainfall, leading the country into its worst drought ever. Climate change and rising temperatures exacerbate the problems in Iraq and neighboring regions. This long-standing issue has caused great harm to over 7 million people who are directly affected by the river's drying. As rainfall decreases, temperatures rise and the river dries up. Crops die, forcing over 800 families to leave their homes in the villages along the Euphrates River. Sadly, the Tigris River, another important river, has also suffered from this disaster, with water levels declining and gradual drying occurring. This worrying decrease in flow has had severe consequences, causing water scarcity and endangering the livelihoods of those who depend on the river for farming and fishing. Discovery under the Euphrates River, an ancient site. The drying of the Euphrates River has revealed a remarkable treasure trove of ancient archaeological sites that were previously hidden. Ratib Ali Al-Kubaisi, the director of Anbar Province's Antiquities Department, sees this drought as a valuable opportunity. Ratib explains that approximately 75 archaeological sites were partially excavated before being submerged by rising waters. These sites span a wide range of history from 3000 BC to the Sumerian and Roman eras. Unfortunately, some ancient Jewish settlements were also lost to the flooding. However, as the waters recede, Ratib now has access to previously unreachable areas. One notable discovery is a cliff adorned with pre-Christian tombs. Although water damage has taken its toll, its historical significance remains intact. Ratib enthusiastically describes the area as rich with treasures. He mentions the possibility of finding jewelry, coins, and documents. He expresses his desire to resume excavations in these sites if sufficient funding and resources are available to complete the work that began many years ago. The excitement of new discoveries extends beyond the known archaeological sites. Ratib and a colleague stumble upon a stone wall scattered with pottery shards. Their excitement grows as they identify it as a Roman-era irrigation ditch. Ratib exclaims, "I've never seen this site before. When we excavated this area decades ago, it was buried beneath the soil. but the receding waters have uncovered it. Another shocking discovery is the tomb of Gilgamesh. German researchers have made a remarkable discovery in Iraq that may be the ancient city of Uruk, described in the famous epic poem, the Epic of Gilgamesh. The poem, written over 2,500 years before Christ, tells the story of Gilgamesh, the ruler of Uruk. The team, led by George Fassbinder from the Bavarian Department of Historical Monuments, found what appears to be the tomb of King Gilgamesh in an area where the Euphrates River once flowed. Using modern technology, the researchers were able to detect variations in the soil's magnetization, allowing them to visualize structures beneath the ground. As a result, they discovered an area outside the city that resembled a burial site similar to the description in the epic. This breakthrough was made possible by creating a magnetogram, which digitally mapped the ancient city, providing a detailed town plan of Uruk. The findings were astonishing. The team uncovered structures mentioned in the epic, such as garden and field structures and Babylonian houses. However, the most impressive discovery was an advanced canal system that demonstrated the city's highly developed infrastructure. Evidence of flooding destroying some houses indicated the system's sophistication, leading Mr. Fassbinder to compare it to the Venice in the desert. So, is the Euphrates drying up the fulfillment of an old prophecy? According to the Bible, there will be a significant event in the last days, the drying up of the Euphrates River. This drying up is important because it'll open the way for the arrival of the kings of the East. In addition, the Euphrates River has historically acted as a natural barrier for armies, spanning a vast distance and serving as a defensive line. Revelation 16:12 tells us that the sixth angel poured out his bowl upon the Euphrates River, causing it to dry up. This verse symbolically represents the removal of an obstacle, preparing the path for invading kings from the east. The previous bowl judgments had affected water and earth, but this specific judgment focused on removing the defensive barrier. However, the Bible does not specifically name these kings of the East, leading to different interpretations among scholars. One prevalent view suggests that they represent influential Asian nations, particularly China, emerging as a major political and economic powers. In Revelation 9:16-18, further prophecies indicate that these kings from the East will command a massive army of 200 million soldiers. This prediction gains even more significance today, considering that during the time the Bible was written, the global population did not reach such numbers. However, China currently possesses an army that exceeds 200 million, aligning with this biblical foresight. Regardless of the exact identity of these kings, it's clear that they will be a formidable force in the end times. They will participate in the ultimate battles leading up to Jesus' return, including the monumental conflict in the Valley of Armageddon. Crossing the dried-up Euphrates River will be a crucial part of their journey. The drying of the Euphrates River is a tangible fulfillment of biblical prophecy and a compelling sign that we must be prepared for the imminent return of Jesus. As emphasized in Matthew 24:44, we should be ready because Jesus will come at an unexpected hour. This serves as a reminder to stay vigilant and spiritually prepared for the events unfolding in the last few days. So this is all about the mighty river, Euphrates drying up. What do you think of this drying up and the discoveries beneath the Euphrates? Comment below your views and make sure to subscribe for more such videos. See you soon!